How are you all doing? It's CJ here with another article marketing video. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I call my 15-minute killer article formula. It's a six-part formula, and I have it all laid out here on the first slide, and I'm going to cover each of the six parts individually. So let's get right into it. Part 1. Start a conversation by asking a question. This is the first sentence of my article. It always starts with a question. And this article I wrote about to promote a product called How to Become an Alpha Male. And basically, it's a product for men about how to pick up women. And the title of this article was Two Amazing Tips to Help You Score the Woman of Your Dreams. So, part 1, it's a question. So you met the girl of your dreams. You want to ask her out, but you don't think you have a chance. Part 2. Tell your story. Identify with the reader. I move into the second paragraph of the article kind of with a little story where I tell the reader how I identify with them. I understand what they're going through. And it's just, I kind of just share a little bit of my experience. I said, yeah, I know what it's like. You have a nice car, good job, decent looks, yet you're still alone. I can identify with being alone. And then I tell them why. I started a job that required me to work long, hard hours, and it seemed like I didn't have time for anything else, etc., etc. Basically, you want to write here 2 or 3 good paragraphs, kind of telling them that you identify with them and you have the same problem, but you're going to show them how you went about solving it. So that brings us into step 3. You're going to ask another question. Does this sound familiar? That's what I wrote. Well, I've got some great news. It's easily fixed. I'm not going to tell you that these 2 tips will fix everything, etc., etc. Basically, here's the lead-in to my 2 tips. Brings us to part 4. You give them the tips. Now, these tips, I researched some easy articles and Go articles, and I came up with a couple of tips, and this is basically what I wrote down. Dress for success, always make eye contact. Basically, giving them 2 tips or 2 things that's going to help them, to meet the girl of their dreams. That brings us to part 5 of the formula. Give them a bonus tip. Always give the reader a bonus in all of your articles. I mean, this way, they're going to say, well, hey, this guy really delivered on his article. Let me click through and check his website out, or let me see what he's recommending or what else he's got to say that's going to help me to achieve my goal. Remember, they have a goal. That's the reason why they're reading the article in the first place. Part 6. Give the reader a reason to click. Basically, this is your resource box. And you've got to make it compelling. I wrote, being alone is no fun, and if you follow tips like these, you won't be for much longer. If you'd like some more information about how you can attract the girl of your dreams, visit Become an Alpha Male. And this is my, right here, is my HTML link, Become an Alpha Male. Now, I always put 2 links in my resource box. I always put my HTML link, and then I put the actual domain link. And the reason why is because when blog owners and website owners republish these articles, sometimes they don't pick up the HTML version and your links won't get published. But if you put the actual domain, 9 times out of 10, when it gets published in a blog, it will be clickable. And even if it isn't, they can always cut and paste it. Bottom line is they know where to find the rest of the information if they wanted to check it out. Basically, that's my 6-part formula, and that will usually produce a 400 to 500 word article, and it's interesting. It engages the reader, and it lets them know that you're not just writing the article to make a sale. You're actually a person that's in the same position they are, and you're kind of sharing your advice with them. All of this is covered in my ebook, Article Marketing on Steroids. Don't worry, I'm not going to try to sell you anything. It's free. You can pick it up at www.cjmtools.com/amos/squeeze.htm. You can go ahead and pause the video and take note of that if you want. But this is basically the formula that I use to write a lot of my articles, and here it is again, 6-part formula. Go ahead and give it a shot. The research is easy, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you soon.